Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday to you. I guess I'm having to get used to that new day. LaDonna, did you get a haircut?
Did get a haircut. I got a big haircut.
You got a big girl haircut?
Yeah, I said it's summertime. Showed it up, and she did.
Oh, good. Good for you. Well,
Also, do not adjust your screens. At 61 years old, I have a zit.
oh, delicious.
God,
It's
going on.
a blemish. Yeah. Rancia de Idaho LaDonna has these little stickers that are medicated. They're like, they're stars.
Yeah, I've seen.
She'll
Yeah, I've seen
just be
them.
walking around with a star in her face. I'm like, what? Is there a party? She's like, no, I have a acne.
Oh,
Like, okay.
it's all
Yeah.
those cats.
Celebrating ourselves. All right. Well, welcome to our Fully Awake 365 devotion. LaDonna, is your devotion a little ratty like mine?
My devotion is about to fall apart. The cover, the plastic's off
Oh,
the cover, the inside page is
about to get some
hanging
duct
on by
tape.
a thread.
Gonna be some duct tape on them joints. All right, we're in the month of July. It is the month of the inner kingdom. We're going to talk about being happy in our own clothes. This is part three of course, of a three-part series. Um, but before then, LaDonna, did you know that last night, Mom,
I was just about to say, I take no responsibility for our mother.
it was
I,
actually
I
pretty,
don't know what she's doing when she's upstairs.
it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I
I
saw
answered
it.
the call just to mess with her.
I saw
And
it.
I was like, hey. And so she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I called her after the teaching last night, and she said, I just wanted to know what record Esther broke in high school. And so said, it's the 3-point record. And she goes, no, she said, what record did she break in ball? In
As if
ball.
there's only one type of
Only
ball.
one ball that's to be played. And I was like, in ball, mother? Yes, in ball. I was like, you might want to say basketball if you're going to put something in a book. So then she goes, now what does that mean, 3-point? Did she shoot from half court? I was like, no, not from half court. There's a 3-point line. So then she said, did Esther break the 3-point line? I said, no, you can't say it that way. Just say Esther broke the 3-point record in basketball at her high
And
school.
people who follow basketball will know what you're talking about. She's so concerned about every little detail. I'm like, Mom, people don't care that much as you think they care
She just
about the
just living
minutia.
her life,
Yeah,
living her life. All right.
it's keeping her busy.
It gives her some purpose. All right, peoples. Well, we have a little joy for you today. This is a little bit probably out of the genre that we would select, but hey, we're a diverse people, and this is one of my sister's favorite groups. One of my favorite songs because I think it has a lot of different ways that it can be interpreted. But see if you recognize the song and the artist. There it is. All right. I saw some people guess it that knew I think Dr. Sharonda knew the first
The first
line.
line. Yeah.
You knew the first line of the song. That's pretty impressive. I think I believe Mary Hayes she cheated off of your paper, Dr. Sharonda.
She's like, that's it. Yeah.
You both get an F for cheating. No. It looked like Marty was in it pretty.
Marty got it.
All right, Brendan, what you got?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, 'cause earlier I don't think you could. I was just making sure. All right, perfect. Let's see here. Yes, Marty, yes. And that's okay because a lot of people guess the first line of a song as the title. People do that all the time. But Daphne Ross was in with it pretty quick. So, all right, Miss Daphne. Terry Salcedo. Actually, that's not the artist, Terry. I'll let LaDonna reveal in a second. But she was like, I can't remember the name. Dr. Ray got it. Aaron McClary. I know the song, can't remember the title. And I'm like, Durante's on. Where's Durante? Did you know this? Did you? So, I didn't see a guess from Durante because he usually is in on it. And I guess we don't have Miss Laverne today. All right, LaDonna, I will be honest with you that if you bet my life on it, I could not have remembered who this artist is, and I feel ashamed because
Well,
I
to
know, but
be
still, I
fair, this was when they were hot when you were a child. I mean,
that
they've
is
had a long
true.
career, but their heyday was actually before you were born, so you get a pass. Okay, that's the Eagles, which my brother and I disagree slightly. I think they're one of the best bands ever, and he says, I like a few of their songs, but I don't like all of them. Like, I never turn an Eagles song off.
I
And
do
this was, of
like
course, Hotel California
I do
is one
like
of the most famous albums in all
three
of
of
rock
their
history.
songs are awesome. And then some of it just sounds a little
You
I
don't
won't
like
say
the country aspect of them.
don't
You
like
enjoy
I
more
don't
of the
like the
rock
twang on it.
aspects. Yeah, I like all of it.
I don't really like it. Yeah. I love that song though. That's one of my favorite songs. All
Yeah,
right, so that's
that's an iconic song.
Hotel California. I think my interpretation of it is it's about drug addiction. Some people think it's about being stuck in the rock industry or in the fame industry and not able to get out of
Hollywood itself. Yeah.
Hollywood. And so those are both, I think those are both probably interesting. Probably get an A for good guesses. Who really knows what the interpretation is, but sounds an awful lot like to me like somebody's addicted to heroin and trying to get out
Yeah.
of the Hotel California is their addiction, trying to get out of it. All right, yeah, that's good stuff. Uh,
The Eagles have great lyrics. I quoted one of their lyrics on Tuesday, which is another great song called Already Gone. It said, so oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and we never even know we have the key.
Never know we have the key. There it is. Do you remember the Office episode, LaDonna, when Michael Scott was going to be Michael the Magic? And
Yes.
he put on a straitjacket like the
And,
great Houdini, and he had the key in his mouth, and he was trying to get it, and it fell out. And
and
so,
Jim put his foot on
so
it.
Jim said to him, "No matter what you ask, don't let you out of the straitjacket." He goes, "That's exactly right, Jim." Don't, and so he can't get out of the straitjacket, but he's lost the brass key.
Yeah, because Jim's stepping on it because you
Jim
saw
stepped on it to hide it. And
it.
so he goes in his office and he's going, "Huh?" And everybody goes, "Is everything okay in there, Michael?" Yes. Has anyone seen a brass key? One of my
Oh,
favorite
The
episodes.
Office for Life. That's my favorite sitcom ever.
Michael the Magic. Michael the Magic. Yes. All
Okay,
right.
you ready for our
LaDonald.
affirmation? Our affirmation.
Affirmation. Yep.
Da, 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 drum roll.
Brrr,
Today,
brrr.
that was a really bad drum roll. I couldn't get it going fast
You're
enough.
like, da la 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 la. What the word?
That's not really a drum roll. Okay. Okay, today I celebrate the beauty of God creating me as a unique individual. Therefore, I will wear my own clothes. I will be authentically myself because I am happy with myself.
I'm happy. I'm unique and unique. You got a new word there.
I almost lost it when I
You tried to recover. Like, are we going to laugh the whole morning? No, no, we're
I
not
know.
going to
I was
give
like,
in to
let me be
laughter.
serious for a second.
Be serious. You're unique. You're unique in your own way. You're naked in your own way. Okay, so this again, this is a part three of devotions about being happy in your own clothes. I believe we started with the story of David
And
go,
Saul.
going to fight Goliath, and Saul offers him his armor. Saul was like a very big man. I think most most theologians think that the way it's worded, the way the Hebrew is, that David was, I mean, sorry, Saul was about 6'8", so a very tall man.
He was prodigious.
He would prodigious have a prodigious vocabulary. And David was not. He was a small, ruddy man, a very handsome, small, ruddy man. So he couldn't wear Saul's armor, and he basically was like, "This is not how I do it. I don't. I use my slingshot." Okay, so we're not promoting violence or war against other people and their warriors, but we are taking the metaphor in there that you have to express your own way. And then I think last night's devotion, we talked about Jesus asking for the colt that had never been read and the disciples had never been ridden because
That was a good.
it was unique and never been read. The colt, they put their clothes on the colt, and we see that metaphorically as them trying to project their learning, their religion, their ideas onto something that Jesus said, bring it. I want it untrained. I want it authentically as itself. Don't make it wear your clothes. And so today is kind of just a summation of this idea of finding your authenticity. So there's four ideas maybe to leave with you about wearing your own clothes. Number one, wearing your own clothes really just means being happy with yourself, accepting yourself, embracing your uniqueness, your own individuality. It doesn't mean that you're not part of a larger group that has similar vibes, similar energies, a similar worldview, even sometimes similar religious ideologies. But you are unique in yourself. You will never be happy trying to be someone else. And so that's a sense of role playing, false identities, trying to get someone's approval, which really just breeds self hatred. It breeds resentment of the self. Eventually, it breeds resentment even of a group that you're trying to fit in that's maybe not your group. Isn't it painful as parents to watch your children trying to find their group? And I'm certainly not a proponent of cliques or exclusivism. My sister will tell you I was a jock in high school, but I had friends who were in the Boy Scouts.
Mhm.
They're 18 years old, still in the Boy Scouts. I had friends who were artsy fartsy. My closest lifelong friend is the same gender loving man. It's like I just wasn't that way. I enjoyed having friends that were diverse and that enhanced my life with different perspectives. But it is hard sometimes to find where you fit. What's your group? Who's your vibe? Who's your tribe? So that leads us into kind of the second point. If you wearing your own clothes brings your tribe to you, it lets you understand who you are, where the people that you're supposed to be, the vibration that you're supposed to be around. When you wear someone else's clothes, you will never truly find your own tribe. Number three, only borrow clothes, then return them quickly. Guys, from my experience, guys are not quite as susceptible as this, but girls borrowing each other's clothes, oh my Lord. If I had a house full of daughters, I think I might have to be on a sedative because when I hear my daughter has cousins and the way they fight over getting each other's drawers and borrowing each other's clothes, I'm just like, you don't do it. You wear your clothes and you don't go in your sister's closet and wear her clothes, or you're gonna get it. You're gonna get in trouble. Um, so for a season, think about Esther Hadassah wearing the clothes of Persian clothes, if you will, in camouflage to save her people from genocide. The idea of Moses and the metaphor there of him being kind of raised in the palace of the enemy, the Egyptian palace, but then revealing himself ultimately. So sometimes you have to, if you'll hear me, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. You may have to fit into a patriarchal system. You may have to fit into hegemony. That just means the dominant culture. You may have to fit in to a certain financial system to survive for a season. You may have to assimilate, and I know that's a bad word, but for survival, sometimes think about in the book of Ruth. Ruth assimilated to survive, whereas Orpah was like, I ain't doing it. I'm going back to my people. Esther assimilated to for the survival of her people, whereas Vashti, or LaDonna Vashti,
No, no,
and her
Vashti.
uniqueness, Vashti,
Vashti. You got
Vashti,
to say it the way we say it in the South.
and yeah, and the prophets of Baal, yeah, Vashti, however you say it, uh, was like, no, I'm not coming for you to make a spectacle of my physicality. I'm not doing it. But we can both celebrate Vashti and the power of her own female agency, and also understand that Esther was having to do something that was greater than herself. And we can both things can be true at the same time. So in that way, if you have to assimilate for a season, don't forget who you are. Learn what you need to learn while you're in the palace, but don't believe everything you learn. You are still your unique, authentic self. And then finally, don't buy clothes just because they're on a sale rack. How many times have we been to TJ Maxx or Goodwill or Costco? It's wherever you can tell where I shop. And you buy things because they're on the last chance clearance item, but they don't really fit you right, or they don't complement your body shape the right way. It's not the color you like, it's not the fabric you choose to wear, but you buy it because it's $6. And then you realize, oh Lord, the first
I
time I
never wear
washed it,
this.
yeah, I'm never going to wear this again. Now your closet's full of things that you're not going to wear. Well, that's kind of a metaphor for just because fitting in might be cheap, it might be a cheap way to get by, they aren't really your clothes. And just because it's a cheap way to get some approval or some affirmation, it's not really who you are. And so just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to buy it or wear it. All right, LaDonald, turning it back to you and your uniqueness.
Okay. Marty Cummings just put up he put up the lyrics to you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Yes, very very much so. That fits here, Marty. And since we're just being funny today, I'm going to tell another little story about mother and borrowed clothes and see if any other family has ever heard this Southern phrase. Buddy, do you remember a girl named Kim Tribble that I was
Yep.
friends with in high school? Okay. Mother bought me this
My sister had
beautiful.
very, very cute friends, by the
I
way.
did. I must say, I
And
did. And
I'm 8 years
crushes on them
younger than my
all.
sister. And I would be like, I had a crush on every one of her friends, and they all flirted with me. And I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, LaDonna, that your friends are flirting with me, and don't get in the way of our relationship.
And
And
I
they
was
would be
like,
like,
don't you get in the way of my friendship.
I don't think that they're serious. They're just
They
being
weren't.
just
No,
being
they
nice
weren't.
to you. So,
You were just a cute little boy.
yep.
Um, so mother had bought me this beautiful two-piece black velvet suit that I wore to a Christmas banquet one year. And then I only worn it once or twice, and my friend Kim wanted to borrow it. Well, she kept it a long time, and I wasn't worried about it, but mother kept bugging me, get that suit back, get that suit back. That was an expensive suit, get that suit back. And when I finally got it back, Kim was, let's say, shall we say, she was a little bit healthier than I was in the back region. And so when I put the dress back on it, mother said, "Look, she stretched it out. It's butt sprung."
Your mama called you butt sprung.
He said, "That suit is butt sprung and you'll never be able to wear it again. I told you to get it back."
All right, people, there's the word of the Lord for
Word of
today.
the Lord today is butt sprung.
Don't let your friends wear your clothes because
They
your
will butt
clothes will
spring them
be butt
out.
sprung. A
Okay.
lot of back, she had some backfield commotion going on.
She
All right.
did. Okay. Our ending prayer is, and I'm going to try to get through this with pronouncing every word correctly. Organic, authentic, genuine spirit, give me the courage to wear my own clothes today. Amen.
Wear your clothes, celebrate yourself, be who you be. Isn't it wonderful that we can all be uniquely ourselves and still have a common good ideal that we think people should be treated fairly, loved, included, cherished, affirmed, celebrated, and yet have our own unique expressions. I love it. That's a little bit who Spirit and Truth is with our interfaith ideas. We don't want to convert you. I'm not converting to something else. Just be who you are. Be you and do you. All right, Sunday morning, we will continue with the Psalms, and we're going to see if David will give us some butt sprung, unique wisdom
Read.
from the poetic literature of the Psalms.
If he will read a donkey.
Or we will be reading on a donkey on Sunday morning.
It's early.
It's early, people. Hey, I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, we will get into the diversity of the different Psalms, and I think it'll be a worthwhile journey. Looking forward to seeing them. Hope you guys have a great beginning of your day. Go in peace.